it's kind of like that template, like you said. Like I didn't grow up off that.
In my face. She never did it.
Okay.
So when she
Yeah,
did it to my
like
daughter, it was just
I'm not
like
with that.
it was like, what?
Okay.
You ain't never hit me
I'm
in my
not with
mouth.
that.
All right. So
Nah,
all right. So
mine's is different.
the other side been quiet. So we're gonna give them the floor. Just remember, no butting in, no interrupting. Because I'm pretty sure they heard some stuff that was triggering too. They gave y'all that respect. So if you hear something that's triggering to you, put your mic on mute and just talk like that. If you got to get it out your mouth. But most of all, we just gonna respect the fact that everybody. So I'm about to give them the floor. Which one of y'all want to start first? Sensei or Hancho?
I'm gonna start off.
Okay.
Go ahead, my boy. I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, cause it's about to get wicked.
I'll wrap it up.
Like I said, the older generation did drop the ball because discipline was a major factor of what was needed and what was taught, and why the kids now, this new generation, is so loose as they is nowadays. Cause back then, you know what I mean, you had guidance. Not nowadays, you don't really. Motherfuckers look up to celebrities for guidance. These kids look up to follow these celebrities as they influence and stuff like that. Like, they don't look up to their parents, because there's kids out here that grow up in the suburbs and be like, oh, they had it all and shit like that, and now all of a sudden they're like, oh, I grew up in the streets and now I've been trapping since way been, or oh, I'm out here. That's stupid shit. It's the discipline, as in the popping in the mouth and stuff like that. I'm on, like I said, I'm an older generation, so if I was to cuss or to talk back or to say something smart, a quick pop to the mouth will happen. Now, or I'll at the old school way is a soap bar type shit. That's the old school way. But it was the discipline, or okay, I shouldn't be saying what the fuck I'm saying, or oh, I shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. Or when it's grown people around, I shouldn't be sitting here all up in their mouth, or I shouldn't even be around, period, type shit. It was a lot of shit that taught me, you know what I mean, what to do and what not to do nowadays. Now, me with my kids, I don't whoop my kids' ass like I got my ass whooped. That's different. I teach them discipline, but I don't. Now, if it's something like they said something smart or something like that, and a pop in the mouth type thing, I don't have to pop my kids in the mouth. All I got to do is just say words or give them a look, and they know what's up, or just go ahead and put them on punishment, or have them do push-ups or shit like that. I don't actually. I don't beat my kids, you know what I mean? I don't beat my kids as like how my ass was. But my kids are different. They don't, and I'm not speaking for everybody else kids and stuff like that, but you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
there ain't no rebuttals right now, Ollie. Just hold it.
No,
yeah, I don't
I was gonna give a rebuttal.
Oh.
It was just to add on. Go ahead.
But I don't have to do that with my kids, because my kids know what's up. Like, oh shit, mom and dad is serious. They mean business type shit. Like, all right, bet, and they won't do it again. Or even if they do, they'll do it in a different type of way until we let them know, like, look, nigga, we know it's like, come on now. But we communicate with the kids, you know what I mean? It's all about communication and discipline is what's really lacking with these kids nowadays. And that's how I feel like what's dropped the ball. A lot of these kids needs belt to ass. Belt
No, I
to
agree.
asses.
I agree.
A lot of
I
y'all,
agree.
a lot of
Listen,
y'all kids need belts to asses. There should be no reason why
I
it's an 11-year-old walking to the fucking corner store all clicked up with a fucking big ass gun on his hip with a fucking extended clip talking about, so what's up, shorty? Nigga, what? No.
listen. I never said I was
No.
against whooping. I
Hold on,
never say
TPG.
that.
Hold
I'm
on,
just saying.
TPG. Hold on, because Sensei hasn't got to his part. Remember, I told y'all we got
Okay.
So Sensei, you ready to tag in?
Yeah, I'm ready to tag in.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start with Trip. I'm gonna start with TPG. You said
Okay.
that you
One
don't.
second.
You,
1 second. 1 second. Please understand that if you do say something directly to somebody, they can interrupt you. So
okay. All right. So
I'm gonna let you get it out, Brody.
I'm gonna start with you. You was like, hey, you don't want your kids to fear you. I don't want my kids to fear me neither, but I want my kids to know at the end of the day, if I do this right here, my daddy will whip my ass, so I'm gonna get my ass whooped. If my child's around a bunch of niggas who's smoking cigarettes and stealing stuff, I want my child to think in his back of his head, hey, you know what? It's not fair, but I want my child to know at the end of the day, no, I'm not finna go steal some shit at this store right now, because if I steal some shit out this store, this old buddy gonna catch me, my daddy gonna find out, and he gonna fuck me up. I need that thought in the back of my kid's head. I don't need my kid thinking like, oh, you know,
I ain't gonna hold. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my daddy's cool. If I get caught, you know, at the end of the day, he's gonna talk to me. No, I want you to know that I'm gonna fuck you up on sight, because at the end of the day, when it comes to it, you're gonna be disciplined. You're gonna be disciplined, because if you steal from that motherfucker from the store, you gonna steal from me in the future.
Hey, so I wouldn't mind my son pulling the trailer off the boys in the hood. Hey man, let me out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
I respect my son.
No, for something big like that, yeah, I'm whooping ass. But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't have to, because my son know I will. You feel me?
Oh yeah. My
He's gotten whoopings before. You know,
my kids know too. Like, hey, I just gotta look at them and be like, all right, go cut that shit out, and that shit comes to a complete silence. They're done at the end of the day, because I want my kids to know, hey, at the end of the day, I want y'all to know my daddy loves me to the fullest. My daddy will break his back and give me the shirt off his damn body. But my daddy is crazy as hell, and if I do something that's gonna that pushes him to that point, he gonna kick my ass.
Agreed.
Nah, I feel you.
I agree with you as well.
You gotta have that little, yeah.
So it's not fair, but I want my child to, it's not fair, but I want my child to know at the end of the day, my daddy don't play. My daddy whip my ass and my friend's ass if they put me in a situation.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
Look, I don't think I got it in me to whoop nobody else.
No.
Hey.
I don't know.
It's not whooping, because I don't whip my kids. I don't whoop my kids, but my kids know when I give you the look, hey, it's time to go ahead and settle down.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, no matter what I'm doing. Who? I've been waiting for this one right here, because this one's probably getting ready to go deep.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull the shiesty up for this one.
Miss Oddly.
Yeah.
So you said that you don't believe in popping your kids in the mouth, and you said you feel like at the end of the day it'll give them permission. It'll have them develop a situation where if they say something crazy, they're allowed to get popped in the mouth. No, I believe in popping kids in the mouth, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, your ass didn't say what you said. Your body didn't say what you said. That smart comment came out your mouth. And I need you to know that at the end of the day, when that smart comment come out your mouth, I want you to feel that pain in your mouth. When you walk around in the 5th grade and saying, bitch, fuck you, I want you, and you get popped in your mouth. Next time that shit crosses your face, like, oh, I'm about to be like, bitch, fuck you. No, I want your mouth to start stinging, because it's like, no, my daddy gonna pop me in the mouth again.
Cook, nigga, cook.
They mouth they ass didn't say that. They mouth said that. So I gotta tame your mouth at the end of the day to know that, hey, don't say stuff like that. Now when you do shit and actions to get your ass whooped, that's cool. But when it comes to words and disrespect to adults and everything like that, no, you got to get your mouth popped, because at the end of the day, I got to tame that mouth to not say that. I can't put you in a corner, because putting you in a corner is going to be like, oh, at the end of the day, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and mommy going to put me in a corner, or daddy going to put me in a corner. I'm going to stay there for 15, 20 minutes, and I'm going to call it a day. No, I need you to feel that.
Yeah, because because my kids, they smart like me. They sarcastic. But what if you end up having to a case where you really this day is the day you really pissed your child the fuck off, and you send them to the corner for 10 minutes after they done said, "Oh fuck you," or called you a bitch. You send them to the corner for 10, hold on. You done send them to the corner for 10 minutes, and as soon as that 10 minutes is up, the first thing they do is turn around and call you the same goddamn thing. What you gonna do there? Put them in the corner for 20 more minutes?
And getting 10 minutes in the corner. I tell my kids all the time, at the end of the day, sometimes I don't tell them to curse or nothing like that. But sometimes if you're not gonna get an ass whooping, say what you gotta say and pull the punishment. If they're gonna put you in the corner for 10 minutes, tell that motherfucker at the end of the day who pissed you off, hey, you know what, motherfucker? You pissed me off. I don't like you punk ass bitch. And go walk to the corner. They're not gonna learn nothing because they're going into the corner for 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. But then they're gonna be like, oh, it's just the corner. I can sit there and think about what the next thing I'm gonna say. But
if they do that, they need their ass whooped. Fuck a corner. I ain't gonna hold it.
If I pop, no, but I'm how kids think. So if I pop you in the mouth, you know, like, no, let me not say that shit no more because my mouth is hurting right now. It's not bleeding, it's not busted, it's not swollen, but it's hurting right now. It's stinging a little bit because I said what I said and I got popped in the mouth. So let me not repeat that no more so the actions don't repeat itself.
It's like touching a hot stove and getting burnt by it and not touching that stove again.
Hey, but listen, I done seen some people, like, I'm talking slap the hell out their kids. They a nigga out on the street.
No, I'm not talking about
that. Ain't cool.
Child abuse. TPT. We're not talking about child abuse.
Yeah, I'm not talking about child abuse. I'm not talking about, hey.
God damn. Take the shiesty off.
It's a thin line. It's a thin line.
It ain't thin. That's thick.
But hey, my thing is, no offense, you guys, but I had target early, so let me go ahead and jump in this debate because this is finna get ready to be a good one. I'm ready. Let me get. Hold on, Ollie. Hold on, baby. I'm ready.
Is that a double cup? What you got in that cup?
What's
that? Don't ask, brother. It might be that double XL.
Let me.
Or that Taylor.
Okay.
Oh shit!
If you can't find another avenue other than hitting somebody in the fucking face, it sounds like you need some goddamn help.
No, it's not.
Because
okay.
I got you. I'll let you go uninterrupted. I'll let you go uninterrupted. I'll let you go on the whole tangent. I'll let you go on the mountain. I'll let you go on the mountain peak and speak down to everybody.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I'm here to tell you there is other ways to discipline a child than hitting them in the face. Because let me let you know this right here. Everybody on this podcast says reckless ass shit. Do you feel like you need to get popped in the mouth? Probably. Is anybody gonna try you right now?
Yeah.
Probably not. They might. But as a child, you're raising young human beings. It don't matter. I don't want to hear no snicker. I don't want to hear no laughing.
Hey, yeah,
no
let her talk.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. You're raising young human beings. You can. That's my child. That's my daughter. That's my son. You can do that all that shit you want to. At the end of the day, you're raising a young human being that will be out in the world with other motherfuckers, right? So raising your child accordingly is, hey, yeah, you shouldn't have said that, but that don't cause nobody to hit you in your motherfucking face. Let's address why the fuck you said what you said. I'm not saying I'm against ass whoopings because I got my ass beat. Granted, I didn't get hit in my face. Ain't nobody ever hit me in my motherfucking face. Not parent, not nobody, not anybody in my family that ever wanted to teach me any type of discipline has ever put their hands in my face. So as I require that of my child, I respect that you don't need to be putting any of that on my child's face. And I'm sorry, that's just me. That's just me as a parent. If I didn't get hit in my face, and I know I had a slick ass mouth, I done said a lot of shit. You know what my daddy did? Whoop my black ass, belt hand. He had a tough ass hand. He was in home improvement. He still got the toughest hand to this day, and my daughter respects the fuck out of him. Right? I'm not saying I don't pop my daughter. I'm not saying I don't discipline her, but you got to know what child you got, right? And discipline and parenting is dependent on the child. So no, I don't give a fuck what child it is. I don't personally believe that you should put your hand on any child's face, especially being a young woman, even as a young man, because if my son and I put my hands on his face, and he probably feel like a woman can do that. Hell no, you not that bitch, block off. Because nobody should be putting their hands on you in that way. Correct? All right. So as far as my daughter or women in general, they're more susceptible. That's the word, susceptible. So feeling like, hey, my daddy or my mama hit me in my face when I said X, Y, and Z. People can be opinionated. People can say everything imaginable. But sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. If somebody says some shit, somebody says some shit to you, and you feel like you got to put hands on them as far as their words, that's a problem with you. You might need to get some anger control and figure your shit out. Because hell, shit, I got to have patience as a parent. Okay, my child got a smart mouth. She's very articulate. And I have to pick and choose my battles. Do I berate her? Do I hit her for being, the adult, like the mindful adult that I want her to be or is going to come to be? Do I beat that out of her? Do I pop that shit out of her mouth? No, I'm not doing it. Because her, as a woman, as any person, your face is your crown. What I look like popping you, hell, everything is considered abuse nowadays. Hell, if you want to be real, everything is considered abuse nowadays. So I don't even know why we're really talking about it. But if we're gonna talk about it, it's different ways and different avenues.
We're talking about family dynamics,
right? And it's different avenues. All I'm trying to say is it's different avenues you can take to discipline your child, and hitting a person or a tiny human being, because that's what they are. They're a person. They're a human being. It don't matter if they your child or not. They're a human being. You wouldn't go randomly hit another person's child in the face.
Don't speak.
So why the fuck you gonna hit them in the face?
Yeah, don't speak to me. Don't speak to me.
Well, if y'all running around hitting kids, y'all running around hitting kids.
Hey,
if y'all running around hitting kids, then y'all
your kids fucking my kids. It's up. I'm gonna let you know that now.
If y'all running around hitting kids and not the adults that raised them, that's on y'all.
They get it too.
So I got a question though. At the end of the day, and let me just ask you this question. So if you and another female is what the hell? You and another female is getting into it, and she says some disrespectful shit. Are you going to be like, "Hey, come over here"?
Adults?
No, just tell me. Are you going to be like, "Hey, come over here"? At the end of the day,
we're adults. We're adults.
So you saying kids? You saying kids don't know the difference between saying cuss words and not saying cuss words after you explain to your kids?
No, that's your job to teach them. Yes, so your job to teach them. If I
tell my kids to stop. You're right, and if I tell my kids to stop saying cuss words, and they still say it,
me popping another grown ass woman in her mouth is because she should have known better. Me popping a child in their mouth is completely different.
She's saying what your child said. At the end of the day, if your child sit there and
I'll pop a grown ass woman in their mouth. Would I pop a child? No. No, they're not a grown ass person. You're rearing them. You're raising them. You know what?
Once I told my child don't say it again.
You know what?
I'll
let you have the floor.
Once I tell my child don't say it again or don't say this no more, and
you continue to pop them in their mouth. You continue to do that.
I love my children.
You do that.
Hey, hearts out to them. They already know. Hey, I love them to death.
You wouldn't have to say that. You wouldn't have to say that if you want.
You come out your mouth. My children know if I come out my face and say something disrespectful, and it's out the way, daddy's gonna pop me. My children know.
Okay,
So,
and you
hey,
say
hey,
that until a
hey,
man says she said some disrespectful shit.
My
to me,
child
and I
will know.
popped her
My-
in her shit.
My
What you gonna
child
do when a
will
nigga
know.
pop
Hey,
your
no,
daughter in her
my
shit?
child
What?
will
Okay.
know at the end of the day. Hey,
Okay, what you
I
gonna do
got
when a
in
nigga
trouble
pop
for
her her
saying
shit?
this. My
What you gonna
child's
do
not
when a
gonna
nigga
say-
pop her her shit?
My child's not
What you
gonna
gonna
say
do
this
when a
shit.
nigga?
My child will know at the end
Answer
of
the
the day.
question
Hey,
at hand. Answer the
no
question
niggas
at
gonna pop-
hand.
no
If
niggas gonna
a
pop my
nigga
daughter.
pop your daughter in the mouth for being
No niggas
smart
gonna-
or saying
no
some
niggas
other
gonna-
shit, what you gonna do? You gonna be
My
like,
nigga-
oh, well, you shouldn't
No
have
niggas
said
gonna
that.
know that. No niggas
No,
gonna
no,
pop
no.
my daughter in the mouth because at the end of the day, I'm gonna teach my daughter. No.
You can't have no
Let me
hypocritical
talk.
ass shit.
No,
No,
let me talk.
Are you
Let me
gonna be
talk.
like, oh, you shouldn't have said that
God
shit?
damn.
Or you gonna be like, nah, nigga,
Damn,
I'm gonna whoop
let
your
me talk.
ass.
Let me talk. No, at the end of the day, my daughter's gonna know. Hey, don't come there. Don't come to a party ready to fight, or don't come to a party ready to say shit. At the end
Okay,
of the day.
let's
So,
say
like
that
you said,
nigga
at the
popped
end of
her in
the-
her mouth because she called him a bitch. Let's say she said, hey, nigga, you acting like a bitch, and he pop her in her shit. What you gonna say?
Not gonna
Oh,
happen.
you shouldn't have said
Not gonna
that.
happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Okay, you say that,
disrespect-
and niggas
you
do
can
that
disrespect-
shit. You say
Hey, you
that,
can dis-
and
hey,
niggas
at the end of the
niggas
day,
do that
you can
shit.
disrespect
You say
some
that,
niggas, or you
and
can say that
niggas
right
do
there.
that shit.
But
I
don't
don't
say
wanna
that
hear
shit
it.
to me.
I don't
Don't say
wanna
that
hear
shit to me. At the end of the day, hey, at the end of the day, you don't have to.
And
be
you
like
gonna
I
be
said, at the
fighting
end
a
of the
lot
day-
of niggas. You gonna be
Not-
fighting
no,
a lot of niggas
I
on
don't-
your
I don't
hypocritical
think so.
ass shit.
I
You
don't
gonna be
think so,
fighting
though,
a
'cause
lot
at
of
the end of the
niggas
day-
on that
Nah.
hypocritical ass shit.
Nah.
Because if he popped her,
it comes down
based on
comes
your
down to
logic,
respect.
no,
It comes down to respect, bro. You gonna respect me. You gonna respect me. Fuck them other niggas, but you gonna respect me.
No.
At the end of
Because
the
if a
day,
nigga,
like I said,
if she disrespected
Where's
him,
Eric?
her word,
Where's Merrick?
Hey.
Eric
that
at?
don't constitute
At the end
you
of-
hitting her. No.
No, at the end of the day, no, 'cause you're not gonna
No,
disrespect me.
if she called him a stupid
take
ass
it.
bitch and he popped
Well,
her
that's your
shit,
nigga.
what you
That's
gonna
your
do?
nigga.
You gonna
That's
kill
your
him?
nigga. If you
You
gonna
gonna beat
your
him
nigga,
up?
I take care of you at the end of the day. I'm your
Okay,
pop.
so
You're gonna respect-
so you
you're
gonna
gonna
beat that
respect-
nigga up, or you just gonna sit there and let him pop your
You're
daughter in
gonna
the mouth?
respect that. Nobody's gonna pop my daughter in the mouth. So hey, I don't know what you're
Oh,
saying.
okay. Are you
Nobody got
sure?
balls enough to
Are
pop
you
my daughter in
sure?
the mouth. I put money on that. Nobody's gonna
Okay.
pop my daughter in her mouth at the end of
Okay.
the day. But like I said, at the end of the day, when you're
All right.
6 years old or you're 5 years old and you're saying cuss
All
words
right.
and you're being belligerent, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that
All
like
right.
I have to at the end of the day.
Okay. So
All
I got
right.
a
All
question.
right.
I got a question for the both of y'all.
All right.
I got a question for the
All
both
right.
of you. I got a question for the both of you.
Wait. Before you ask this question, are you sure you want to ask these individuals questions right now? As sizzling as the pot is,
Yes.
this
yes,
hand played the pot is
No.
skillet.
It's not.
Hey,
It's not.
Hey,
it's not
hold on.
This is a good intense debate right now. This is good.
Hey,
This is
hold on.
good.
It's not
Hold on,
sensational.
because they're not.
I found
They're not up here lying.
somebody who I can debate with. I can
Go.
find somebody who I can debate with.
They're not up here lying, and they're answering each other questions truthfully, because they're putting a lot of emotion behind these questions, behind these answers. But my question to either one of you, is: would you be able to accept? Would you be able to accept your child taking the road that you didn't take? For Ali, that would be that if your daughter has a child and her child say something, your daughter bat her in her mouth, could you accept that your daughter say that's my child? Same thing for you, Sensei. If your child has a kid and your child say, I'm not popping my kid in the mouth, could you accept that from your child? The reason why I'm asking y'all that is because the reason why I'm asking that is because, like I said, this is all about family dynamics and all about being elders. Now, Sensei, you did say parents are the ones that drop the ball. So as a parent, once again, can you accept that your child has made a decision, and can you support them in that decision to further strengthen the family, even though you do not agree with the decision of the next generation? Same thing for you, Audley.
Yep.
Because if we're talking about family dynamics here, and we're talking about where the pipeline broke at, we got to be the ones to fix that pipeline. So with that being said, our people have to understand that
I wouldn't agree with it,
but support and respect the parent as well. You know what I mean? So that's my question to y'all. So
bad ankles and all, I don't give a damn. If my grandson disrespect my goddamn son, I'm saying at the end of the day, At the end of the day, you know what, son? You right. At the end of the day, you ain't gonna pop him in the mouth. It is
That
what it
nigga
is. Now when we riding down in the truck somewhere, and I say, "Hey, grandson, let's go to the store." And we riding down to the store somewhere, and I take the back of my hand and do this number right here. Oh. And when you look at me and be like, "Hey, granddad, what was that for?" Disrespect your goddamn daddy again. Do the fucking again. See what the fuck gonna happen.
I agree with Sensei. I'm that granddaddy. I swear to God, I'm probably that granddaddy.
At the end of the day, Dante, Naruto had what? A Hokage and a what? A Shadow Hokage, right?
Right.
Naruto did what he did, and Sasuke did what he did. So, as my son, that gave you the title of Hokage. So, as my grandson, I have the right as a Shadow Hokage discipline you like I need to discipline you.
You still never answered the question. If your daughter calls somebody a bitch ass nigga, if your daughter calls somebody a bitch,
no nigga is gonna ever disrespect or come across my daughter that
how you
way.
Gonna tell them what that?
Just that plain and simple. Just that plain
you cannot predict that. You cannot predict that. If she calls them a bitch ass nigga and they pop her mouth, what you gonna say? You gonna say, "Oh, you shouldn't have been saying that. You shouldn't have been saying that."
Damn,
and you wouldn't have got popped in the mouth, or you gonna try and beat their ass. Which one
I don't
is
have
it?
a pen.
Which
Damn,
one
I don't
is
have
it?
a pen because I can write it down in the scriptures right now. No,
well, write it down because niggas beat bitches every day.
My daughter, like
write it down.
You right, but they won't beat on mine. At the end of the day, they won't beat on mine.
Okay.
I'm saying that right now, and I put that on my life. Right
Why?
No
Why? Because you're gonna do what? Because you're gonna do what?
No motherfucking body ever have balls enough.
Because you're gonna do what? Prove my point. Because you're gonna do what?
Motherfucking daughter.
Prove my point. Because you're gonna do what?
I said what I said.
Because you're gonna do what?
I said what I said.
Because you're gonna do
what? I said what I said. Because no niggas gonna be stupid enough to do no stupid shit like that.
Okay, niggas stupid every day, B.
Okay.
Niggas stupid every day.
You
and
right,
then if
you
counter one, you're
gonna
want to fuck them up.
Them niggas won't be stupid.
You're gonna want to fuck them up. But by your logic, they shouldn't say shit to have a nigga fuck them up.
Like I said,
by your logic, they shouldn't say shit to have a nigga fuck them up.
Them niggas won't be stupid at the end of the day.
Okay, niggas stupid all the time.
Just plain
niggas is stupid all the time.
Okay.
You can only raise your child. You can only raise your child. You don't have no control on how other people raise theirs.
Right, but they'll know that I raised them too. I raised them too. As soon as they come to the picture or whatever, I'll raise them motherfuckers too. Just off script.
Okay, so once again, I gotta jump in this little heated argument and put some ice in, put some ice in a little fire, let it cool off. Miss Ollie, I have a question for you.
This nigga and these goddamn questions.
Hey, I got
She done got me where I got the piss, bro. I got the piss. All right.
God damn.
Hey, since he got to pee, we're gonna go to a commercial, man. We're gonna go to
hey.
Whoa, jeez.
Hey.
God.
I'm gonna just keep it a man. If you feel like your child can't handle that type of discipline, like that type of discipline where you don't have to do all that, that's your prerogative. But if you feel the need to do that, like I literally done had to jump in front of some wet t-shirt whippings and belts and shit because honestly, some kids are just smart. Like they don't have the conscious mind to distinguish this to that, what they shouldn't say. That's up to you to teach them. But to do them like that, it diminishes. I feel like it diminishes their power of voice.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Okay.
Not in every situation. But I feel like it diminishes that. So if you take that away and then they get older and feel like, hey, that shit okay, that's a gateway to some other shit.
Okay. So let me ask you this, and then since these are mirrored questions that I'm asking. So would you say that you're looking at this glass as a half empty glass? Mm-mm. And Sensei, are you saying that you're looking at this glass as a half full glass? Because
go get water.
Because what I'm hearing is Oddly is saying, don't do that today because it can lead to problems tomorrow. You're saying if you do this today, if you do this shit today, there won't be no problems tomorrow. That's what. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Sensei?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong, because what I'm saying is at the end of the day, if I teach, my thing is, everybody is not a city girl. Everybody is not a sexy red. Everybody's not none of
what
that.
the fuck does that have to do with any goddamn thing?
Let him finish. Let him finish.
So what I'm saying is right there, it's a way that you sit there and you talk to people. You feel me? When we're in a situation or you sitting there as you being married, you being married, Trilla, you're in a relationship. Y'all not gonna go to y'all significant others and be like, hey, no offense, because I love my sister and Trilla. I love my sister, but y'all not finna be up there and be like, bitch, y'all better get up and fucking cook this, that, and the third. It's a way that you talk to people. So at the end of the day, if I teach my daughter,
I'll be right back to say it right, goddamn. I'm fucking with you.
Shit, mine's a Virgo. She don't play. I'll be stabbed the fuck up with this bitch.
but at the end of the day, if I teach you at a young age, it's ways that you talk to people. You don't have to come up there at 0 to 100 real quick. You could just sit there and talk to him. Or if a person you're gonna sit there and in an argument or you feel it escalating, you ain't gotta jump to 0 to 100 real quick. Oh, bitch, I'll fuck you up, you dumbass pussy, this, that, and the third. You don't have to do all of that. You keep your composure and talk to them. Don't say, and I'm not saying don't say nothing crazy, but you keep your composure and you talk to them at the end of the day so shit don't escalate to that point.
Yeah.
So that's the main point that I'm
y'all listen.
But look,
I feel like there's no right or wrong with parenting.
What?
There's no right or wrong.
Yeah, because I'm not saying that Oddly wrong, because she's a very highly intelligent woman and she knows what she's doing at the end of the day.
For sure.
With that being said, I'm not saying that, but like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. I feel like with me, like I just explained to myself, at the end of the day, if I can teach you not to push shit to that point, then I feel like I've done my job. If I can teach
my whole statement is that you can teach them. You can teach your child all you want to. It's still other people out in this world, and people are crazy. They're exhibiting that every day. So if that person, or God forbid, it's a person like you're saying, oh, they would never be. It could possibly be. I just want you to prepare yourself that it might possibly be a motherfucker that is bold enough to try your daughter. Right, daughters. It might be bold enough to try them motherfuckers, right? And then when they say what they say back, and that motherfucker get knocked between the washer and dryer, your reaction is not gonna be. I'm just saying, your reaction is not gonna be. You shouldn't have said what you said. Your reaction is gonna be, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Okay, and that's true, but that's why I said teach Ollie at the end of the day. I'm teaching you now at a young age.
You not can teach them all you want to. Niggas is
not to escalate. So if so, you telling me if my daughter's fussing with her boyfriend or some shit right there, she keeping as calm as he can be, and this motherfucker continue to go ahead and be like, oh, you know what? She's being as calm as she can be. I'm gonna punch her in the face. Then I already got a problem because you fussing at her. But then shit got to escalate even more, because if she's keeping her calm and you decide to do what the fuck you doing, then that becomes a big ass issue. That's why I said at the end of the day,
she could have simply said, "You not gonna talk to me like that," and that could end up hurting the wall.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
Well,
like
okay,
it's people.
it's your
It's
Black Triller
literally.
G. Keep it a
I'm
G.
just giving you the reality of it. There is people out here in this world that don't give a fuck how you raise your child. They don't give a fuck how you raise them, how they act. They don't give a fuck. They will do what they want to do. So instead of demeaning or taking away them feeling like, hey, I gotta sit back. No. Disrespect is disrespect. And when they say what they say, they need to stand on it.
I'm not saying disrespect. My thing is you can sit there and be at the end of the day and talk to them kindly at the end of the day. But my children, at the end of the day, it converts back to what we was talking about. I'm raising my children to know this is the kind of person that you need to be with. Not one of them iffy motherfuckers who don't have a job and do all of that shit right there. You don't need to be with the motherfucker at the end of the day.
And I'm telling you, you can raise them as much as you love the thing. You can raise them to the highest instead of that. And it's still a motherfucker that'll come out there and try them.
Okay. I mean, so I definitely agree with both y'all. I definitely understand where both y'all are coming from. And, you know, I think if anything, we, you know, as far as family dynamics go, because as we've seen, Sensei's dynamic and Ali's dynamic are two sides of the same coin, which is you can be a disciplinarian, but that don't mean you have to be a brute when it comes
like
to
a dictator. Like you don't have to. You
So
don't
you're
have
trying to say I'm a brute, huh? You're trying to say I'm a brute, huh?
No, ain't nobody saying that. You just don't have to. You don't have to make it a dictatorship because people are crazy.
And so with that, you know, with all of that being said, I think the best way to really be in the middle here is to first things first, read the situation and approach it in a manner that will give you the best results. You know, especially when it comes to the younger generation, because the reason why I'm speaking on family dynamics so much is because it's a lot of young people who are lost out here, and maybe they did need somebody to pop them in the mouth. Maybe they did need somebody to say, no, don't pop them in the mouth. You know what I mean? There was a lot of situations, especially with this younger generation. There's a lot of situations that I've been seeing for myself to where when somebody could have stepped in, they said nothing. When somebody shouldn't have stepped in, they said too much. You see what I'm saying? So the final question of it all is, if you had, I mean, what better ways, if you just give one, what's a better way to bridge that gap between the generation that is currently lost and the generation that can reel them back in? What is the starting point? Let me ask y'all that. Ali, you first, then TPG, then Sensei, and then we're gonna get ready to wrap it up.
Talking. I talk to my mama all the time about how she raised me, or different people as far as how they raise their children, like older than me. Like just talking, just figuring out different little things. Like a lot of the times my mom can't come up with, you know, a particular reason why she did X, Y, and Z. But it doesn't negate us just being able to talk about it. Like, hey, how should I do this? Like Zalette, not to put her name out there, my daughter's Hermit Crab just died, and I thought, you know, it was gonna be a distraughtful process. Like she was gonna be like, oh my god, my crab just died. I ain't have to do none of that. My daughter was like, hey, the crab died, get another one. So it's not really a stable, like, congruent for everybody. It's what child you have or children you have. Every child is going to have to be parent different. And that's just the fact of the matter. Even family dynamic. Every person in your family is going to be treated differently. Like, I don't treat my brother the same way I treat my sister. I don't treat my mom the same way I treat my dad. I don't treat my aunt the same way I treat my aunts on my dad's side or my aunts on my mom's side. I don't treat them the same because everybody deserves, and they're different people. Everybody's individual. So you have to treat them how you see fit.
Okay. What about you, Sensei?
What was the question again?
The question is, since we're talking about family dynamics, what is the best, in your way, what is a great step forward? In so many ways of saying, what's a great step forward to bridge the gap between the generation that is lost versus the generation that that can reel them in?
I don't know if it is a pathway to bring them in, but I don't even want to. I mean, it's hard. The ones that you that you call family, just keep them close. You know what I mean? Talk to them, communicate, do all of that stuff right there. Because at the end of the day, we could talk all day. I'm not saying we could talk all day, but just they're gonna do what they want to do. At the end of the day,
okay.
So just keep the ones close to you. Y'all can have family reunions. You can have family reunions and get-togethers with people who not blood, but you made them family. You know what I mean? And then that can grow into something. That can grow into something big.
Okay.
So just the ones that you keep close to you, close to the heart, just keep them close. Talk to them, communicate with them, and show them love.
Okay.
Because family is what you make it, not by blood, not by nothing.
Yeah.
Family is what you make it, man.
I can agree with that.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
What about you, TPG?
And listen, we've been saying this kind of all night, so it may sound a little cliche to people. But I'ma just be real. Just simple and plain, Tay, we need a lot of shit. I'ma just say it like that. We need a multitude of things. But we need to heal. Our people, yep. we kind of we in that energy now. You know what I'm saying? Where we able to choose ourselves and our peace and our boundaries over titles like family or friends. And that's good. We got I feel like the ball is rolling in the right direction. But basically we just need to heal, man. All the bad things that we were taught and how one generation lived don't necessarily mean that that's what you need to do with your kid. That don't mean that's how you need to interact with whoever is in your life, just because that's become the normal of this weird shit going on in today's society. You feel me? Like, do what works for you. If you have let your child get away with certain shit, so now they feel like they can talk crazy to people and they like 5 or 6 or whatever, then you might need to pop their mouths a little couple times. But with me, my son seen that I had no problem popping his behind if needed be. So now I don't have to do that. So it just depends on your situation, man. But I just feel like we need to heal. If everybody can heal and get out their ego ways and just get out their own way, man, and find that gray area. You feel me? Like,
it's hard to find that shit.
I don't know. Yeah, like it's a lot that we need to do. But I just feel like if we can get over trauma and just wrongdoings that was passed down to us, we can stop passing that shit to our kids. So, and you know, maybe, well, not even maybe, but relationships would be a lot better. You feel me? If we wasn't taking a lot of bullshit and passing that shit right along to our kids instead of, you know, just going based off what works for us.
Okay.
Take the good shit, leave the bad stuff. Relearn.
Right. Me personally, I think first things first, we should let them know that, bro, we're not perfect. Because this I don't want to call them a lost generation, but this generation think that we got it all figured out. And we don't. You know, let's start by putting the sword and the shield down and say, bro, I'm not here to attack you and I'm not here to defend my actions against you. I'm here to connect with you. And The best way to do that is to let them know, bro, I'm not perfect. I don't got all the answers, bro. I don't. When I wake up, there's some days I wake up and feel like shit. There's some days I wake up and feel like I'm golden, you know.
Yeah.
And let them know that life, you know, that part of life is natural. You know, yes, you can be young, you can be thriving, but you know, take your mind where you're going. You know what I mean? Understand that where you're going.
Ooh, I like that.
Understand where you're going isn't going to be easy. Nothing, you know, the same way you want to book trips to Miami, you know, book a doctor's appointment. You know,
yeah.
You know what I mean? The same way you want to chase a bag, deposit a check. You know, let them know, bro. If you want to drive your car 90 miles an hour, make sure you get the oil change. That's all we're saying. We're not,
That's
you know, and that's literally and figuratively. You know, I'm not going to tell them, you know, don't live your life. I'm just going to say before you make that action that you didn't really give a lot of thought to.
Right.
Why don't you stop? Just
right. I thought about it a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
Thought, you know what I mean? And if you still feel 100, because I realized, you know, looking back at it, and y'all, I might be getting old. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I think I'm getting old too, Fred. I think I'm getting old.
I was at the gas station, and I mean, these kids were just rambunctious at the gas station, and it made me mad because I'm like, bro, I just got off work, and these kids out here acting crazy at the gas station. I'm like, that, you know, my day didn't have nothing to do with them, but I got defensive because I'm like, they're out here living life, and I had to realize that's got nothing to do with me, you know. So I think that the first step we got to let them know is we're not perfect, and then we ask them, how do they view us from there? You know what I mean? Because I talked to a young man, and he bounces ideas off me, and I realized that he's not coming to me because he think I got all the answers. He's coming to me to see where I fucked up. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I promise. My sister do that shit all the time.
Yeah, like he's coming to me to see where I fucked up, so he can try to go around it. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to dodge that lesson, but but a lesson may come in a way that it didn't come
different.
To me.
Yeah, it's different.
You know, it's a different variable of that lesson. So I think, like I said, first and foremost, let them know, you know, we're not perfect. We make mistakes, but most of all, understand that mistakes are possible. It seems like
regardless of whatever route you choose, it's gonna come.
Once you remember that there is an option to fail, failure no longer becomes an option. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you do not acknowledge that you can fail, that is when you fail indefinitely. Because
failure and a mistake is two different things.
Right. You know, understand that most of all, and that's pretty much it. Anybody got any jewels they want to drop? By the way, first things first, I want to give a shout out to all the good people out there who got kids going back to school. Please understand that these schools are not playing around. Understand that, you know, if you don't go to bat for your kid against these schools, your kid will definitely fall between the cracks. So shout out to the parents that's out there riding for their kids, out there riding for their education. Much love to y'all from the Hood Academy. You know, me personally, I damn sure shout out to y'all, man, because it's a lot of people that don't want to teach that's in teaching positions. It's a lot of people that don't want to lead that's in leader positions. So understand, your kid needs you now more than ever. So that's my
bad.
My little gem is that we are raising tiny human beings. If you have young children, you're raising tiny human beings. And no matter how much you feel like they're your daughter, your son, they're your baby, at the end of the day, your goal is to raise them to be a human being, a part of society. And at the end of the day, they got feelings. They might not be the feelings you want them to have. It might not be the feelings you think they're gonna have, but they have feelings at the end of the day. And if you don't cater or feed into those feelings and nurture that and guide them into the best direction that you know how, then you're gonna be part of the problem.
All right. Only thing I gotta say is, at the end of the day, just communicate with your child, man. And that is it. Just have a simple conversation.
Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna say this real quick, y'all. Listen, all you got to do, like I said, healing, and since they said communication, you feel me? Like all those things are good things. Um, but just operate out of love, man. Don't do nothing to your kids that you wouldn't want to be done to you as a kid. And like T said, or like Ali said, you feel me? These are young humans, guys and goddesses, that's gonna grow up into the adult world. So you feel me? We are raising the future right now. So that's how you have to look at your kids. That's how you have to operate. One day they gonna be where you are as an adult. They gonna have kids. So you need to give them the proper tools to manage that. And yeah, the kids are our future. So, let's make sure the future is bright because, we need that. So peace and love to all y'all, man.